Welcome to the Uncommon Transformation television series.
Akwa Ibom ayayao Siyana baraswene ki songe mananye Akwa Ibom ajit ayayao
You are welcome to Akwa Ibom State, the land of uncommon transformation. Come and join us, live amongst us, and invest, and you will not regret. I welcome you.
He heeded the call, and like others, decided to come to see things for himself. Professor Wole Soyinka, the Nobel Laureate, acceded to Governor Akpabio's invitation to come and see. Not known for doublespeak or praise singing, the literary giant's opinions are often credible, given his propensity to say it as it is. His hard and uncompromising stand on national issues has attracted so much attention. This posture was aptly demonstrated at the just concluded South-South Economic Summit at Asaba Delta State, where the literary guru took a swipe at the goings-on in Nigeria's nation-state, especially the prevalence of decayed infrastructure. He, on that occasion, had registered his resentment about poor leadership and the dearth of sundry public utilities that are central to the well-being of the masses.
I was very delighted to listen to Dr. Akpabio and his training program, especially in terms of aviation. It's the first time I've heard about a horde of people, over 200, being sent abroad to get trained in various aspects of aviation science and technology in preparation for a mammoth project going on. Usually it's one thing or the other. You build out for training, and as somebody remarked, when they come this sensibility towards both the means at the end, which has been very, very rare within this nation, in a very structured way that is not piecemeal, is something which I think deserves to be explored even further. I'm taking up this challenge to come and see if he was just boasting here. I've agreed I'll go there and actually see for myself. I've accepted the invitation, and this is something I look forward very much to.
Touched by such emotion-laden speech, coming from one who means so well for the Nigerian nation, Governor Godswill Akpabio consoled the Nobel laureate that there was yet a state where government is working and the people enjoy full dividends of democracy. All that he needed to do was to visit the state to see things for himself. He said within the last 5 years, his administration has embarked on the construction of new roads, both state and federal, concentric flyovers, a third ring road with flyovers, e-library, Ibom Tropicana Entertainment Center with a complimentary 5-star hotel, an international airport, the pipe-jacking underground drainage system, new governor's lodge, banquet hall, new governor's office, over 3,000 life-touching projects, declaration of education free and compulsory for all children of school age, among others. Armed with this impressive record of performance, Governor Akpabio went to the Economic Summit at Asaba to showcase the state to the rest of the world.
In preparation for investment in Akwa Ibom, I have turned around the state in terms of road infrastructure. And I was just looking at the Nobel Laureate. I want to invite him to Akwa Ibom. because you have at least a small model for you to talk internationally. When you are talking outside, you tell them that all is not lost. Come to Akwa Ibom State in Nigeria and see what is happening. All is not lost for this country.
The professor had indeed been persuaded. On July 15, 2012, Professor Soyinka, along with his wife and daughter, came visiting Akwa Ibom State. He was received by the government and the good people of the state. Exchanging views with the Akwa Ibom State governor, the Nobel Laureate said he last visited the state more than 12 years ago and was impressed with the transformation that is taking place here.
I'll be quite honest with you. I thought the government was playing a trick on me, and it taken me to a modern developed town, trying to pretend that this was the Wole he'd been talking about. But I'm relieved to find that, yes, it's the same place, but what a transformation. I mean, the little I've seen so far, I don't know what else I'll see tomorrow, but what I've seen so far, I really must salute the governor and the people I was here, the last time I was here, I hope some of the things I enjoyed have not gone away, been swept aside by modernization.
Governor Godswill Akpabio said, in times past, the state was notorious as an enclave where house helps and cheap laborers could be hired, a situation he blamed on the low level of education then. He told the professor that all that is now history since inauguration of his administration's free and compulsory education policy, where school enrollment has tripled in the last 3 years.
Your speech in Asaba, as usual, was wonderful, but there was a little bit of a sad tone to it. You were wishing Nigeria were better. And I wanted to showcase a part of Nigeria to you, that in 5 years we have attempted to show that yes, indeed, Nigeria is getting better. We want you to know that there is a ray of hope. We want you to know that democracy has worked and can work and is working in Akwa Ibom State and will work in Nigeria. I think immediately after this visit, your tone will change. Wherever you go to, you will tell the international community to give time that yes, indeed, you've seen something remarkable in a democratic state in Akwa Ibom. One of the things we would like to show Prof is actually the e-library. Prof, we have an electronic library because you love education, you love literature. I mean, you are part and parcel of knowledge. We have a knowledge-based center, which we would like to show you. I won't speak more than that. Because I'm a lawyer, in law we say res ipsa loquitur, which means the act speaks for itself. So when you see the e-library, you ask me why I should say that that is one project I want you to see. It is to complement the policy of government on free and compulsory education. We've taken education as the cardinal program of this administration because we realize our own deficiency. We realized that for over 20, 30, 50 years, this area was an industry for houseboys and house girls. And the reason was because of lack of education.
The professor had heard and read so much about the transformation taking place in Akwa Ibom State and was therefore eager to see things for himself. So, he immediately embarked on tour of the projects. The professor was led by the secretary to the government of Akwa Ibom State, Mr. Mano Kunumana. The projects visited include Ibom Tropicana Entertainment Center, e-library, concentric flyovers, specialist hospital at Itam, Ekomiman Ekritam dual carriageway, Ikodepene Urban Renewal Project, federal prisons, also in Ikodepene, cottage hospital, Ukana Isianudam, and the mobile police base at Ukana. After a rather tiring outing, it was time for Professor Soyinka to unwind at a state banquet put together by the government. There, the traditional hospitality of Akwa Ibom people was showcased. The drumming, next, the dancing. Then, the speeches.
One significant thing that you have noticed today is that there has been a conveyance of cultures. What Nigeria needs is love. We need to celebrate one another. Whether you are from Lagos State, Ondo State, whether you are from Benue, Kano, or Akwa Ibom, the important thing is that they are Nigerian. If we think one Nigeria, will not kill one another, will show love to one another. Anybody who has made his mark in terms of exposition of intelligence is global. The only thing that we take back when we are leaving the world is the brain. And the development of the brain is very important. You will be celebrated wherever you go to. If he goes to New York, he will be celebrated. If he enters China, he will be celebrated. If he goes to the United Kingdom, he will be celebrated. And today, he's in Akwa Ibom, and we are all celebrating. And you'll be amazed the number of children out there who are glued to their television set, just waiting to see the man called Professor Wole.
So we're putting a stop to this state in the supply depot of servants for the rest of the nation. And they do not merely say this, they create structures and institutions to ensure that this is a sustainable transformation of the young generation. That will be so I want to thank you, Mr. Governor, for putting your money where your mouth is. For having the commitment, the conscience to look beyond yourself, the generation, the well-to-do. And so we're bringing the rest up to enjoy the privileges that we have known, the opportunities that we have had. And for this, over and beyond anything else, the physical structures which I have seen, so on, for me, they are all geared towards the same vision, towards the same enterprise. Structures are very useful, very pretty things, very useful things, of course. But ultimately, for me, it is rescuing the young generation from a permanence of unknown privilege. I wish to thank you all for being part of this transformation. Ibom, your conspiracy. Bringing me here, and I look forward to coming back again. Thank you.
Present at the event were honorable members of Lagos State House of Assembly who were in Akwa Ibom for their retreat. They later held an interactive meeting with the state governor, Chief Godswill Akpabio, at the governor's lodge. Professor Soyinka came and indeed saw the new Akwa Ibom and went home satisfied that there was yet a land where good governance and service to the people are given serious consideration. Before departing, the literary egghead had an interactive session with a cross-section of Akwa Ibom students and stakeholders in the education sector, where he applauded the Akpabio administration for the positive steps taken to transform the entire landscape of Akwa Ibom State.
However, the transformation of society in those negative directions may make a valid case for the restoration of that level of policing in the effort to reknit community and to make the citizen feel secure and obtain a sense of belonging back there. In one aspect, for instance, I would readily risk the prediction.
In the penultimate week, elders from the southern part of the country, under the auspices of Southern Nigeria People's Assembly, led by Sir Edwin Clark, came calling. Their mission? To find solution to the lingering security challenges currently facing the country. Addressing the elders, Governor Godswill Akpabio commended the elders for waking up to the clarion call to build their country and asked the body to unite to realize said objectives.
They are just like the children of Israel, hearkening to the voice of God, and moved the leaders of Israel to Gilgal. After the conference in Gilgal, Israel was renewed and they won all their battles. Boko Haram, after this conference, will be a thing of the past. Disunity in Nigeria, after this, will be a thing of the past. Love will return to Nigeria. It is important for Southern Nigeria to be one in order for us to encourage the corporate existence of Nigeria. It's important.
Take pride in welcoming you, the leaders of Southern Nigeria, to our dear state for this historic conference. This conference, which will hopefully remain a benchmark in our efforts to renew our nation. For some time now, most of the conferences and workshops aimed at renewing our nation have been held here in view in Akwa Ibom State. And the state named after God, we are not surprised. Because just like the governor said yesterday, when the ancient nation of Israel had a problem such as besets our country today, the prophet Samuel said that they should go to Gilgal and renew the kingdom of Israel there. We believe that our state is the Gilgal of this country, and if we must embark on the journey of renewing our nation, we must begin that journey here in view.
At the end of deliberations, the assemblage, in a 2-page communique, displayed a lot of admiration for the Akwa Ibom State Governor, Chief Godswill Akpabio, for his developmental strides. The State Chief Executive was himself on hand to host the elders to a state banquet where he commended them for taking the initiative to find solution to the current security challenges plaguing the nation. The leader of the delegation, who is also the leader of the Jaw Nation, Chief Edwin Clark, and other elders, described Governor Akpabio as a wonder governor.
Some rulers said we do not know what to do with our money. But in Akwa Ibom, you have the money and you know what to do with it. must change the face of Akwa Ibom. Everybody knows me in Nigeria. I don't lie. I don't praise people for praising sake. I think today I want to say you are the wonder governor of Nigeria. Someday you are a magician that within the 5 years you have changed the face of Akwa Ibom.
What I've seen in Uyo, compared with what I used to know about Uyo, tells me that the government has done a tremendous job of transforming the city, the infrastructure, the roads, housing, hotels, electricity, etc.
When I came here, I thought I didn't know where I was, quite frankly. And I couldn't believe my eyes. I didn't know this could happen. I didn't know this could happen. So I'm really very much impressed, because seeing is indeed believing. And that is why, in fact, we're even thinking, those of us from Abia, we instead of going to Port Harcourt and Owerri Airport, we're thinking of flying in from anywhere, Abuja, Lagos, to Uyo, and then from there, because of the good roads, to our different, So, quite frankly, I think, Gospel Akwa Ibom should be emulated by other states.
I don't think you can ask such a question seriously, because anybody who knew Akwa Ibom before cannot recognize it today. The change has been simply phenomenal. I must congratulate His Excellency Gospel Akwa Ibom for a fantastic job of transformation. He has really transformed the state, and I'm very proud of him.
Fantastic change, difference. The roads, no bumps. The light is on, the water is running. I mean, you people are lucky, very lucky. In fact, I've decided, after checking in the hotel, I decided that I'll bring my family here for a holiday, instead of traveling outside the country.
I'm seeing Akwa Ibom State from a different perspective. As a tourist person, former Minister of Culture and Tourism, I'm amazed by what I'm seeing. And I must confess that there's no point of going out of this country again for any holiday. So of course I'm thinking about relocating to Akwa Ibom State. So I want to doff my hat for the young governor. He had made Nigerians proud. He had made the entire Southerners proud. And I only wish him well, that he will continue the good job he's doing.
I discovered that the governor has changed the whole place. And I don't think any Akwa Ibom man has risen not to come and now establish his home properly in Akwa Ibom.
He's one governor that has built a prison yard that looks like a 3-star hotel. Everybody always forget the prison yard. He's doing marvelously well. People should come and see and imitate what he's doing. Thank you.
I'm highly impressed. There's a lot of development, and I must say your governor is working very hard. In fact, he's been given several awards for what he's been doing, and I think there's a transformation in your state right now.
Akwa Ibom is indeed the destination you have been yearning for. Take advantage of the ambience of the state and the hospitable nature of the people, and invest here for all-round satisfactory returns.